What's up there, SEO pros? My name is Chase Reiner, and I help online marketers and SEOs like yourself get more conversions and rankings online. Today, what we're doing is a WordPress audit for an e-commerce store. This is like a shoe store, apparently. And so we're just going to go through it and see what we can do. We're going to make a roadmap and definitely, hopefully, be able to create some actionable tips for the person who's running this site to be able to get higher rankings, more conversions, and all those and all that good kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna put my live dashboard to the side so I can see what's going on here, and we'll just dive right into it. All right, cool. So let's do this. So what I usually do, like the first thing that I'll do is I'll go to the Moz bar. Gosh, why does this volume keep going up? And I'll just start checking the on-page stuff for the homepage. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually run Screaming Frog in the background because I've actually been watching a bunch of tutorials on Screaming Frog. And it seems a lot more efficient than Beam Us Up, which was the other tool we were using before. And I might actually do like a side-by-side comparison for these tools in the future. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab the URL for Screaming Frog. And I'm just going to enter the URL and start crawling it. So that's probably going to take a while, but we're going to do that. And so while that's happening, what we're going to do is we're going to go and check out the on-page stuff. I'm going to go to Mozbar. And I can see page title looks about 69 characters. That's okay. Let's see if Google's actually indexing it for those 69 characters. Whoops. Site colon. Yeah, it looks like it is. Sometimes if it's too long, it won't show the whole title. Like you'll see right here, it doesn't show the whole title. Also, you don't really want to use the word best technically, but I think they actually said that this store is ranking pretty well for a bunch of keywords. So if I go to SEMrush and I check out the actual search rate on this, I heard it was actually pretty high. So yeah, it looks like it is. I don't know what pages are ranking for this specifically. I could check, but the problem is that we don't actually have analytics for this apparently. So I'm not actually able to see like what pages are specifically ranking for these things without manually doing it, which is kind of annoying. But you'll see like this might improve click-throughs, but having like unnecessary caps in the titles is something that you kind of want to try to avoid. So I'm gonna say like for homepage, I'm gonna say site audit for. I always bring up my notepad for this stuff. Site audit for shoestretchers.com. And so homepage title, I would say try not to do all caps unless for brand name. And then, I mean, in terms of like what they're ranking for already, I would say like probably look at Search Console and see what you can do to re-optimize this stuff. But like you'll see there's like caps here or all caps there, all caps here. I would just try to avoid that. So next you'll see the meta description, a bunch of caps there. Meta keywords, get rid of that. So I'm gonna say get rid of meta keywords tag. Because Google no longer looks at that. Meta keywords tag, get rid of. And that's probably on all pages, so I would just say get rid of that on, site-wide. H1 looks good. H2 looks fine. And then I'm hoping that these aren't all H2s. I think they might be. I can actually double check on that with an on-page check. No, this is all bold strong. Okay, that's fine. One of the things that's happening, which I know what they're doing, is that they're creating this website with, and this alt text looks good, that they're creating this alt text with like this never-ending scrolling mechanism, which I can understand why they're doing that. Well, they're not, I guess it's not never ending. I guess it's just a really large page. I mean, this is good, like, because you get a lot of content on here, and this might be why they're ranking so well for so many keywords. like I said, I would really like to be able to see the Search Console to actually see. But like, I don't know how far people are scrolling in here, so I would say, like, if you don't know already, I would say do content analytics and heat map tracking, because people might only be scrolling to like half of this, and like you want them scrolling the whole way if you're going to be doing this much content. So if like 50% of people are dropping off here, you might want to do some sort of like power word or catchphrase or something, because what happens is, like, I'll show you this. So if we go to chasereiner.com/SEO and we go to Sumo Me, and this is a free app. And I go to heat maps. First of all, I'll be able to see where people are clicking, right? So I can see that they're clicking on these different sections. I can see they're clicking on these images and so on. But what's really important is to cross-check your heat maps with your content analytics, because you'll see, like, okay, from all the people who came and read this post, most of them dropped off. Hold on. Looks like I might have missed it. It might have been like right there. So if I cross-check that with heat maps, so I go like that and I look at the heat maps and I keep going down, and I see that people are like clicking on certain parts of this, like lower down, even though the average person is dropping off there, I can raise that content up higher. So I could take one of these quotes that people are clicking on and raise that up, and then people are more likely to stay on the page. Or I can say, okay, the average drop-off rate's right here. So what I can do to keep people on longer is by putting multimedia in that post. So like, for instance, if say people are dropping off right here, you can put a video right there, and people are more likely to click on the video because it's multimedia or some sort of picture and stay on the post longer. So that's why it's so important to do content analytics, especially for big sites like this, or for pages that are sites that have like lots of pages. It's also probably helpful in lowering their bounce rate to have this video here. We could actually see how many plays this video has. Looks like 2,400, and the video is 182 days old. So I don't know, depending on how many people actually get there, this might be low, it might be high, I'm not sure. But we're gonna keep looking. So we're gonna go back to Mozbar. We're gonna go to general attributes. It's a 3.5 second load time. You definitely want to reduce that a little bit, and I think this video might be doing it. We could also check what else is doing it if we go to GT metrics and just plug in the site. So we'll wait for that to go. But yeah, anything you can do. Also, what the heck? This site says index no follow. So that's definitely something you want to take out, because you do want robots to follow this page. So I don't know why that's happening. That's very, very strange to me. So I would definitely, I think I was told that the reason why these are no follows is because it's like linking to a bunch of Amazon store links. But I mean, I don't know why that would be helpful to do no follows in that scenario. Like, you could do no follows on individual links, but no following the entire page, in my opinion, is a really bad idea. Because you want Googlebots to actually follow the page and know to index it. So yeah, I would definitely say get rid of that no follow link. And I don't know if that's site wide or what. Get rid of that no follow link on homepage. But yeah, that's really strange, because like I said, you can do this on individual links. Yeah, so even in the comments, people are saying index no follow. That's not good. So next, we're gonna go back to Mozbar. Link metrics, we got to sign in for. Let me sign in for that really quick. If you guys are liking this video and you haven't pressed that like button yet, please go ahead and do that for me. Be helpful. All right, now we got the link metrics. So we're gonna go here. Page authority 24, domain authority 11. Wow. So schema markup, that's good. So probably organization markup. Let's check up on that. So we'll go to structured data testing tool, and we'll go in here. we got web page markup, WP header, creative work, which I keep seeing this. This is really odd. I don't know why people are doing this. I guess this is working. Basically what people are doing is they're taking this creative work element and taking all of the content that's on the page and putting it in the creative work element. I don't know. Some people are doing it. I've seen a lot of people ranking who are also doing that, so I don't know. One of the things you do want to do though is do organization markup for this page. So I'm just going to say organization markup for homepage. Just so I can separate the different pages we're talking about. So yeah, that's definitely something you want to do. So yeah, the GT metric score, this is really bad. So there's a lot of redirects going on apparently. I guess maybe with what's being linked to. I don't know what these are. But you definitely want to go through here and figure out what you can do to fix a lot of these problems, like the leverage the browser caching. Oh, it looks like you already are using SumoMe, so they probably are using content analytics. Looks like the images are being resized and probably not being there's some things you can do to basically minimize the file size of these to reduce the load time. And then there's a lot of JavaScript going on in here. So I would just say go through GT metrics and see what you can do to reduce the load time on the site, because F and E, like, you're going to lose a lot of rankings because of that. So I'm going to say fix errors you see in there. You might even just want to get like a caching plugin like WP Rocket, which would probably help with that. But yeah, 9.2 second load time, that's really going to bog down your user experience, your rankings, and then also yeah, that's pretty much it. So all right, so next we got HTTP status is a 301, so I guess the regular is just the www. That's fine. So let's actually see how many pages are. Let's look at and see if there's a sitemap first of all. So there is. So what I want to know is how many pages are actually being indexed on the site, because one of the common things for sites that are selling like products is that they have usually a lot of things being indexed. So 715 pages are getting indexed. I don't know how big the actual site is. Also, you'll see like #1 must-have shoe stretchers is showing in all of the titles, or most of the titles. I guess they're going to use that as their brand name, which is what they're trying to get like basically known for. So I guess that's fine. But you'll see certain things like this are getting indexed. 5 what? I mean, this almost looks like, this is odd. So I mean, you want to get rid of this type of thing. I don't know what's going on here. So I mean, I'm gonna keep looking through the pages, but I'm just gonna say like right off the top, like get rid of pages like, or no index them. So get rid of pages like that or no index. And let me see if everything's no follow. So let me go back to Moz, and I'm gonna go here and see general attributes. So meta robots isn't even found on this page, which is odd as well. It looks like schema markups on that, but that's just the same stuff we saw before. So, and if we go back to the home, if we press home, it goes to a different page than the actual home page. And I don't know if that's because I landed on a different page of the site or if that's actually how it is. So let me go back. Whoops. Whoops. So home. Yeah, so this is bizarre. I mean, this should not be like this. Home, and then this is that. I mean, this isn't even. So the home button should be the index page. It should not be this page. I don't know why that's happening. So I'm going to say home page should go to index page. Gernot says, damn Chase, you look sick today. Thanks. Oh God, I just got coffee all over my face. So basically the reason why I'm dressed like this is because I was going to wear my regular glasses, but I left them at my girlfriend's house, so now I'm wearing these glasses, and I guess they suit my pink shirt well. So, okay, so homepage has a lot of social shares. It's good. We could use like an on-page checker to kind of dive more into the on-page for the homepage. Besides the siloing, you'll see like here, and then they're linking to the other parts of the site, or it's not the other parts externally. They want to be linking to the other parts of the site within like the first couple paragraphs usually. So I don't know how many on-page links are on the homepage. I think if we go into Screaming Frog, we can actually see. So, gosh, I don't want this. I wish I had the different layout for Screaming Frog. I think you can actually customize where it's going to show up at, but whatever. So like the homepage, if we go into here, we can see this is all the stuff we basically saw in the Moz bar in terms of the H tags, the canonicals, the index no follow, the word count, and then the in links and the out links. So you'll see 93 external links, 1 in link. And I think if I click on the in links button, I can actually see where it's linking to. It looks like it's just back to the home page. So what we actually want to do for that is put some link silos on the first parts of the text. So I'm going to say in first paragraph or somewhere in text do 2 to 3 internal links to other important pages on website. Because that's really important. I mean, it's good that they're linking to, like externally a bunch, but they also want to be linking to the important pages of the site. Also, if we go into the URL info, or sorry, the where is it? Oh, we didn't do the images. Oh well. So these are the outlinks. Looks like there is redirects going on. And the anchor text actually says redirect. So pretty bizarre. Okay. Sorry. Some other things that we can look at too is that we can look at like overall all the different URLs. So we can see by the status code. So if we sort like this, there's a lot of 301s on these pages, which is to be expected. I'm not seeing a lot of 404s, but if I'm like looking at the whole site, like there's only 120 pages on the site. Actually, a lot of them are redirected, so I would say about 83. But there's over 715 things being indexed. So we know that there's probably some duplicate content on this website. One of the things that we can start doing to look for duplicate content is that we can look at like the different category pages. So you'll see the cornerstone content, or the most important content on the website, is like the home, the about, this stuff, and then up here, which is like the different products, right? So what you can do is you can go to like a product category like shoe, tree rack, which maybe this is just it looks like it's just a product in itself, but let's try to find like drop down. So shoe accessories, and then I'm hoping this goes to another pull down, like this has another. Okay, so this is kind of confusing. So usually how you want to have your category levels like this for any products or services or whatever is you want to have like the category, like shoe accessories, and then the next link down, which would be like shoe accessories and then / shoelaces. But that's not happening, so it is what it is. I mean, we could change the permalink structure, but so we do have breadcrumbs. That's okay. So I'm just trying to think like how you could. So normally when you're doing like looking for duplicate content, you would look for those different category levels and see if like multiple pages are getting indexed like that. But you can also just go and do site : and then look for a certain keyword. So like the keyword would be like shoelaces. So we got buy shoelaces. Those are that's the page that's being indexed. That's the main page we want being indexed. And then if we look for more, whoops. So we just see that page right now. But you'll see there's so many pages about this, so there might be another page that's actually being indexed as duplicate content. It's kind of hard to see this way, so this is like one of those situations where it's like we actually probably have to go through a lot of these results to see what's going on. Because we do know that there's probably duplicate content issues if there's this many things being indexed. But we're only seeing, or sorry, if there's that many things being indexed, but we're only seeing a certain amount of links. As long as this, oh, these are actually parts of the images. Sorry, this isn't actually the URIs. I think that might, no. So there might even be less pages. Hold on, let me beam this up because I'm still learning Screaming Frog. Go back here. Start. Okay. So we're just gonna keep going through the links, I guess. So if we go to best shoe tree, I want to see if there's actual structured data on these different products, because honestly, for these different products, we should have some sort of schema markup, like product markup. So you go structured data testing tool, and then go here, and then in here. Taking a while. Yeah, so I can pretty much assume that there's not going to be product markup on these other pages. So I'm going to say for all sub pages or product pages, do product markup. And if there's reviews for these different products, I don't know if this is affiliate site, but if this is like products that they own that are on these Amazon stores, I don't know. It seems like it's like affiliates. I think you might still be able to put some of the reviews on your actual page. Like you can do a widget and feed in the Amazon reviews and then still get the aggregate rating showing up organically. So I would say do product markup with aggregate rating if possible. But I think that's pretty doable. And then the about us, it's good that they have this, just more like link silos. So like you'll see on any of these main pages that there needs to be link silos. So I'm going to say so on the about us page, make sure you're doing link silos. Other important pages. The reason why this is so important, as most of you guys know, is that when you look at like the page authority, which looks like there's one, if it does get more page authority in the future or links coming into these certain pages, you're passing that link juice to other important pages of your site, and then also Google gets a better understanding of what your site's about. So we got the disclaimer. Looks fine, I guess. Privacy policy, that's fine. I would probably actually put those in the footer, but it might be good since this is like an e-commerce. Also, this privacy policy isn't filled out, so I would say make sure you fill out the privacy policy for sure. So site or page privacy policy. And you can actually get like generators to, you just Google like privacy policy generator and they'll do it for you. So if we just keep continuing through these different URLs, just really like link silos on all of these. I mean, this is all external linking really. So, I mean, you just really want to make sure you are doing internal linking as well on your own site. Whoops. Go back to beam this up. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. What the heck? It's like hiding from me. Oh no, I put it below the bar. Here, I can get it, I think. I'll move this up. There it is. Okay, so looks like we got wow, it's not showing me the total number of URLs in here. What the heck? It showed me a bunch of problems. That's good. I mean, but if I export all URLs, it'll show me. So I'll just export this to desktop, save, boom, boom, refresh, did not export, hold on. Oh, it's because I overwrote. Let me just do shoe stretchers. There it is. So I think that exports all the URLs. Hold on, go back. So yeah, that looks good. That's all of them. So it looks like we have 692. Okay, yeah, so you can see right here, look. So we're getting indexed by date. So if we do site colon this, so that's good. It's not being indexed there. Let's try just 2015. So yeah, so these are being indexed by date. So you want to make sure you do no index on those. So I'm gonna say for no indexing, make sure you no index the following. So I'm gonna go date categories, and all of this is super easy. You can do in Yoast. Date categories, unless it's like a news site, which it's not. Then we got, what was it? Hold on, let's go back. And a lot of sites do this. I mean, like you'll see this all over the place, that like sites will do, they'll index their dates, they'll index their author pages, which is sometimes okay. They'll also index their pagination pages. So like the pages that go like page 3, page 4, that's totally unnecessary. So let me go do site colon page. So you'll see they're also doing, well, they might be doing indexing by also the date and then the page as well, like the pagination as well. So I don't see anything there. But if we go page 3, that's happening as well. So you want to make sure that you're no indexing that. So pagination, oops. I'll just give them examples just in case. For instance, date categories, and then I'll do for instance. I mean, you can find all this stuff too just by typing in the like a date in the URL. And it doesn't look like it's happening to a bunch of pages. It just looks like it's happening to certain pages, which is kind of odd. And then let's see how the category pages are looking. So if we put in /category, whoops, did I spell that right? So it looks like they might be no indexing the category pages, or there might not be categories, but I think I saw one. So if we go, let's look at the author. So you'll see the author pages are also being perhaps indexed with page 6, but it doesn't look like it. So let's just go author and then the author. Doesn't look like it. For that author specifically, let's just do /author. So they're no indexing the author pages, so that's good. They're okay there. Let's see. So we'll try. I mean, for the categories though, some people say it to no index them. I don't see why you would no index, why you wouldn't. I mean, why you shouldn't, because basically with your category pages, it's just another chance to get more silos going on. I mean, if you're not going to be showing them, then I guess it doesn't matter. But why are you using category pages if you're not going to be using them? I guess maybe for, or indexing them, I guess maybe for like user experience. God, I hate this keyboard. It like makes me turn up my volume at random times. So if we go to the actual site for that for like categories, whoops, sorry, like this. So no, 404 right there. Let's see if that one category we crawled is showing up. So yeah, that's showing up. And I don't know if this is duplicate content. Category shoe rack and then also shoe tree rack. So let's try to see that. Let's see if this is the same page. So looks like these are similar, but it might actually be, it looks actually different. So this looks like there actually might be a different sort of content on here. So if you have a different, like for categories, I say index them because it just gives you another chance to get like more silos going on. As long as you're like putting descriptions and like linking to other pages from your category pages. I mean, they can do what they want, but I would say like if pages are different enough, index the category pages. So index category pages if they are different enough, and include link silos. Looks like you could be getting value from, unless it's trying to rank for the same keyword. So I don't know if it might be that they're trying to rank for the same keyword, which is why they did a no index. I'm going to say also make sure your titles are different, your keyword targeting is different enough, because one page might be cannibalizing the other one. By the way, if you guys are finding value in this and you haven't already, we got 19 people in here. If you guys could hit that like button, it'd really help me out. So next, I think that's pretty much it for like the duplicate content, the authors not being indexed, the category. There might be, hopefully the portfolio pages aren't being indexed as either. So if we go here, do /portfolio. No, so we're good there. We're just making sure that a lot of these things aren't happening, like I said, like the duplicate content issues, which are happening a lot in here with the pagination. So, but they are no indexing certain things that are good, that shouldn't be indexed. So, other than that, not too bad. So, I mean, I would probably want to look at their link structure as well. I mean, I'd really like to look at their analytics and search console, but we don't have that. So, we're just going to look at these other pages really quick. I'm sure they have somewhat of a common theme. Like I said, how we'd probably want to do for this is, since this is so, like, seems like pretty new in terms of the page authority and the domain authority, I would probably say to do redirects, or sorry, to fix the site structure in terms of the permalink structure. So like if this is a category and you're going to be doing other pages underneath it, like shop accessories, I would definitely put those a next level down. So I'm just going to say, and like it's easy to do in the beginning because you only have to do a couple redirects. If possible, create menu items, create main menu items with content silos in mind, content/link silos in mind, by changing permalink structure to replicate site name, site product category, /product, because that way you're going to get that maximum link passing juice, and then also at the same time Google better understand what your site's trying to rank for. It also looks like it says this page is trying to load strips from unauthenticated sources. So I would probably try to get rid of that too. I don't know what that's about. So I'm going to just say pages are also trying to load unauthenticated scripts. I would try figuring out why. All right, we got some comments. Sorry for not answering you guys. I've been like really in this. So we got Jaspreet saying, I'm new to your channel. Nice content, right on. Ryan says, really classing up the videos. Hair did, button down shirt, next level stuff. Right on. Russ says, do you have time to have a quick look at my site? Not on this video. I'm doing an audit for somebody who's actually paying me right now. So Craig says, hey Chase, at what point does content become duplicated? One sentence, a paragraph, half a page, etc. It becomes duplicate when it turns from supplementary content to main content. So Google actually talks about this in their guidelines, that it's okay to have pages that have supplementary content. So like for instance, these sidebars, like anything that's like going to be a widget that's going to be included on all pages, Google won't like consider that as main content or original content. So it's basically the stuff that's going to be different on every page. If all of your pages are just the same thing, that's when it's duplicate content. So widgets are okay if you have something like that, where it's like recent posts or whatever you're doing. Also, if these recent posts, I wonder if this is actually getting indexed as post pages, which it might be. So you'll see this is the author. This is the image, which I'm sure is probably not being resized, and you'll see that the file URLs are off. So I'm going to go and say for the image URLs, images and URLs for images should be optimized, which means reduce load time by compressing and also use correct file URLs and alt text. Get out of here. So the other thing is like these heading tags, they look okay. Comments fine. So we're gonna go back to Beam Us Up and see like what's going on. So meta description duplicates, you want to fix those. So I'm just gonna put those in there. Where is it? There it is. So fix site-wide duplicate meta descriptions, page duplicates unless being no indexed, title tag duplicates, which it might be picking that up as just the same brand in all of them, but it looks like some of them actually have like a lot of the same titles. So all of these can be found in included export. So I'm going to include this export in here so that they can see it. Blocked robots. So yeah, I mean, I would figure out what they're doing with that stuff because there's some weird stuff going on there. Missing H1 tags. And then I would say the blocked meta robots tags for certain things. I mean, you don't really want to block meta robots. The only time you want to do that is like for like login pages and like things that people are really not going to want to see on the site. You just want to do no follows on those. So I would say blocked meta robots. Try switching to no follow. 301s look fine, except for a lot of the 301s are on page. So if there's fix on page 301s, so like if there's links going to 301 links, you want to actually change those to the correct links instead of them having to 301. Interlinking or external linking. Meta description's too long. Meta description's missing. Title too long. And meta keyword. Well, we already got meta keywords. Yodi says, Chase, have you done a video on multi-location business websites audit or multi-location schema tutorials? I've done it on my own sites before. I think it's in the local complete guide that I made. So we got some 404s here. So we're going to cancel out of Beam Us Up because we looked at that. I think Screaming Frog can actually give us a little bit more information on terms of the some of the other things that we wanted to look at, which was the hold on, we don't want to see the internal, we want to see, I think, the URI. See, I was supposed to actually change the crawl settings in Screaming Frog to not include certain things. Because there are certain things that you can look at that are really helpful. I just need to experiment with it more. Okay. All right, so what are we at? We got a lot of stuff already. We're at 40 minutes, so we can probably look at some more stuff. We can also look at the links. So if we go to Open Site Explorer, go in here, put in our URL, search. So inbound links, there's only 2 going to the homepage, and one of them looks like from kind of a spammy site apparently. So I would definitely get rid of this. I don't know what this is. I mean, if you don't have control over that, then I would maybe disavow it, but links, get rid of link to homepage. And then some other stuff too. It just looks kind of like these spammy links going on. Let's see what else. So that's just this page. We can look at, that's only external. Let's look at internal, how many internal links are coming into the homepage. And it looks like there's only 1 from the homepage. So you definitely want to have more internal links on your pages. And I really wish I could see what's going on with Screaming Frog, because there's a way that you can actually see what pages have a certain amount of internal links. So yeah, you'll see right here. So if we go in links, these are all the pages that have internal links, and there's very, very little. So I would definitely say do as much as you can to fix that and try to get your content silos going on, or link silos going on. Because there's a lot of external linking, but like I said, there's no internal linking. Also, I would start maybe doing some sort of content marketing. With any site like this, you can benefit really greatly from doing content marketing. So I'm going to say for link building, in terms of internal and social branding, start some sort of content marketing. Also, it updates the site with relevant content, which helps Google trust it more. It seems that it's getting it sees that it's getting updated frequently. So yeah. Also, these menu items are seem a little long. These file URLs are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna say try to keep. So for URLs on site, try to keep file paths, and that's not categories. I'm saying like the actual end, like file paths for the names, like 2 to 3, or sorry, 3 to 6 words long, because that's about optimal. Let's see what else. So we were looking at the links. Inbound, we already looked at that. So like, of course, he's going to want to do link building. We could check like maybe like any sort of citations on the site. It's not really going to matter for international or national products as much, or product sites. But generic links can actually still help, and Ren Fishkin talks about this. So besides going more into like what's going on with the keywords and whatnot, like in looking at like an individual on-page audit, like for instance, looking through the Search Console, seeing what we're ranking for, and then seeing what we can do to raise positions for certain queries. With on-page, it's kind of hard to say because we don't really have the ability to look at that very much, except by just going to, like, for instance, Bootstretcher and seeing what page is ranking for that. So we can do like Bootstretcher and see where they're ranking. But I mean, just by doing a lot of the stuff that we're talking about is going to help them rank a lot higher. So you'll see that the homepage is actually ranking for that. So yeah, I mean, they could probably raise that a lot higher by just doing some of the things that we were talking about, by creating internal links. I'm surprised that they're ranking like that on the homepage with a no follow. That's really confusing to me. I don't know why that's happening. Very strange. So just trying to think what else can be done for this site. So yeah, I mean that's a lot of stuff. I mean, that's pretty good. So just like within the title tags, you'll see that we're talking about like literally just sorting by certain numbers, like anything beyond 75 characters, making sure that your images have correct alt text, making sure the file paths are good, making sure that the link silos are happening, making sure that you're not duplicating or indexing duplicate content by no indexing those certain pages. I would remove those no-follow links, and if you have to, put the no-follow links to Amazon like individually. So that way you don't have the entire page no-followed, because that's just odd to me. And yeah, without looking at anything else, I mean, that's probably what I would say for now, for the moment. So we're probably going to cut it a little bit short today. That was 45 minutes, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at with that one. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you guys, whoops, we got a question off topic. When doing local SEO, do you always have to have your keyword with city always together? Like sometimes it just sounds spammy and stupid. Depends on what your site structure looks like. So like for me, I always put in my URLs like Santa Barbara computer repair, because I'm trying to rank things based off the URLs and not like subdomains. So it depends on how you're doing it, but it really depends on your site. So yeah, if you guys ever need an audit like this as well, and you found this helpful, you can always head over to chasetrender.com, click on this Give Me Help button, and you can book an hour audit with me. It's only like $100 right now. So that price will be going up in the future, but for the moment, it's pretty cheap. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully we'll be seeing you guys in the near future. And until then, happy SEOing.